We're here with Jeff. Most of you will be familiar with Jeff at our last interview at the Oz Arab Media Studios. Jeff, thank you so much for hosting over 100 people today.
Thank you so much for being here. We absolutely love it. We're looking forward to seeing how we go.
Now, I know we're a bit stressed for time. In 1 minute or less, if you could explain the concept of a place at the table.
Okay.
Obviously, a lot of commotion, a lot of activity, and a lot of spirit.
Yep.
What would that be?
So what we're trying to do is help people to understand the plight of people who don't have as much as most of us do. So we've got a group of people over here who are receiving a lovely three-course meal, but they're a minority. The majority over here are receiving a much smaller meal to just indicate some people are lucky and some people have it a bit tougher. And we want each other to learn about the difference between. It's about giving people an exposure to the idea that not everyone's as lucky as some of us are.
Third year running, what is your hope for the next year?
Our hope is just to keep raising awareness, because the more people understand the plight of our friends who come and work with us and come to Meals Plus, the more we can actually get more and better help. Maybe get some government support, some better corporate support. It's all about raising awareness that our friends are just as valuable as you and I are, and have a place at the table.
They certainly are. All the best for tonight. Thank you for opening your doors to us and the other beautiful 100 or so people that are here to celebrate and support. We'll catch you later on in the day, hopefully.
Indeed. Thank you, Chay. Thanks for being here. Thank you.
A place at the table, a lot of different events. Farid, we know you from the AABC. We see you here today at Parramatta. You've been placed on the more privileged or the rich table.
Yeah.
What's the vibe, the ambience there? You know, how is it different, and what are you expecting from tonight?
I think it felt a little bit uncomfortable because I was excluded from all my friends. It felt privileged that we're eating nice food and drinking nice drinks, but at the end of the day, I felt I was away from all my friends. And I think this is the fact of life. Sometimes we don't know what life dishes us, good things or bad things. But I think the most important thing is, as we get good things, is we have to share them with those less advantaged than us and share the love, as they say.
And what was your inspiration for coming tonight and supporting Parramatta Mission?
Parramatta Mission does a lot of great work for those who are homeless, those who are less advantaged, and as they said in the presentation, a lot of people are actually come into here to have a place where they can share a meal, but also have a chat and talk to other people and feel like humans, like we should be.
And is this your first event?
No, I actually came here 3 times, so this is my 3rd year in Parramatta Mission.
Is it different every time?
It's actually lovelier every year.
Thank you, Farid, for volunteering your time today and supporting Parramatta Mission. I'll see you later today.
Thank you. Thank you for all your support, and Oz Arab Media for supporting Parramatta Mission.
Thank you. Another familiar face that we've happened to bump into, we usually see you around the Canterbury Bankstown area, now in Parramatta. Sydney's West, charities are usually done and a lot of fundraising, very different around here. What brings you to today's event, and what was your inspiration behind supporting this event, particularly tonight?
Actually, just the name Parramatta Mission. They have their own mission, which is it's really wonderful. Just to support them, just to be around them. And it's just, it's just a whole concept to feel just poor for one day. It's just amazing. It's just, you feel like, okay, I don't want to be like have money all the time. I want to feel for these poor people. It's just amazing. Yeah.
It's obviously very different here being in Australia and then our experience overseas personally. How do you find this event is supporting people to understand the disadvantage happening today in Sydney, which isn't out of reach for many people?
Yeah, actually, let's just talk about Lebanon now. Everyone in Lebanon is struggling. They don't have money. It's just a war, not just Lebanon, Syria, Gaza, everywhere. So it's just a similar scenario, or similar like things happening for both. Like now, like the mission they have, it's exactly what's happening in our country, which is Lebanon or Syria or Gaza. Yeah, so that's why it's good. We feel the same. We feel for them as well.
And your take on tonight's event, would you encourage people to come along? For those that are a little bit shy, would you push them to come at the next year's event potentially?
100%. It's just a beautiful feeling. Please come, join us next year, and definitely you're gonna feel this wonderful feeling.
Thank you very much. We'll connect with you later today. God bless.
No worries. Thank you so much.
We're here with Alex from the Sydney Children's Hospital. Such great work that you do in Sydney's West, Westmead and Parramatta. You're here tonight. Share with me your inspiration for getting behind this event here at Parramatta Mission.
Absolutely. So I'm from the Sydney Children's Hospitals Foundation, and we have a really similar mission to what they have at Parramatta Mission, which is just to get out there and help. The power of philanthropy can really change lives, and particularly in the grassroots fundraising space, providing meals for people in need, the care and the Support Plus services that Parramatta Mission offer is absolutely incredible. I've got some of my team here today, so we're all here just charities supporting charities, which is incredibly powerful and something we'd love to see more of in the charity sector.
They often say Sydney's West do it differently. Today, full of activities, a lot of connections with other people. For those that might be a little bit shy or hesitant for coming along at today's event, what would be your words of encouragement for them, perhaps for next year or at another event?
Absolutely. Don't be hesitant. It is an incredible night so far. It's a great chance to see how the other half live their lives. Unfortunately, it's a bigger half than just the half. A chance to experience it, see the difference, and really just have a really good fun night out with a bunch of really incredible like-minded people that just want to make a difference and give back to the community that we live in.
And if you could describe the work that Parramatta Mission has done in your experience, what would that be, and what would be your words of encouragement to those watching to get behind them post today's event?
Yeah, absolutely. I had the great privilege of coming in and volunteering here a couple of months ago in the kitchen to help prepare meals and serve to the guests that came. It was an absolute life-changing experience. Through the small donations of time or money, clothes or food, you can absolutely come in and just see the smiles on the guests' faces, to be with other people and just share in those joyous moments of this amazing facility that people who are less fortunate can call home, and that is just so incredibly important in today's world, to have that kind of safe space to come and feel safe.
Thank you, Alex. We'll see you later today. Enjoy the night.
Thank you so much.
I'm here with Chay, an incredible person supporting Parramatta Mission, the backbone behind the volunteers in the area, the volunteer coordinator. Chay, thank you so much for joining us today on Oz Arab Media. If you could please share with us the importance and the value of your work, especially in the last year within the Parramatta area.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Parramatta Mission for me is a really special place because I started here as a volunteer, and during COVID, we saw all kinds of people's crises. And then it emerged that there needed to be a space in Parramatta, a city like Parramatta, where people can find help regardless of what their needs are. If that help is far away, then it's too far, it's too late. The more I spend time with this community, the more I become much aware of the need of people that sometimes are so far removed from everyone else's eyes. They are so marginalized that people just don't know. There are a real challenge that people face every day in how they survive the struggles. But there's real strength that are trying to make a difference. There's hope in this place that comes from what we do, but also from the people that are here generally trying to make a difference in their own lives. If this place does not exist, none of that will happen. And so to us, it goes without saying that this is a community that must exist. And we do what we can to make sure that there is hope in people's lives.
Thank you for that important work and that explanation of the value that you've seen, especially in the last year. If you could share with us, I spoke to Jeff earlier, But if you could share with us the understanding behind a place at a table, that concept, what's the inspiration and what would you share with our viewers?
Of course. Sometimes when we think about poverty or challenges in life or homelessness, we tend to think of it from a perspective that happens to other people. People who, for some reason, by virtue of their choices or circumstances, somehow put themselves in that position. But the truth is, it can happen to anyone. Because cost of living the way it is, so many people are one check away from losing everything they have. And so many people are in that position. And it doesn't take much for someone to fall from the stability that they currently live. And so when that happens, suddenly you're on the other side of the crowd. You are no longer on the table. So we hope to show to people through this event that sometimes the choices, the circumstances that people fall in are just that. They are random. There is no sense or logic to it. And when that happens, all you can do is the best that you can to make sure that people have support, that they have dignity. It doesn't matter how it happened. All that matters is what you do whilst you're in that circumstances. And so the important thing about this event is that we get people away from the why and just focus on the now, the present. And everything that happens in there, the magic makes itself.
Definitely a night full of activity and spirit. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Enjoy the rest of your night. We're here at Parramatta Mission's Place at the Table annual event. A lot of support from local businesses and supporters from day one. Peter, please introduce yourself to our audiences and share with us the inspiration for getting behind this event.
Hi everyone, I'm Peter Vines from Ray White Commercial in Western Sydney. This is the third year we've participated in the event as a gold sponsor. We're incredibly proud of what Parramatta Mission do for the community, and we've been very lucky to be a part of this community for a long time now, and we're so proud to support them in the work that they do, which is really necessary, particularly at the moment with cost of living crisis and all of those things. We really love being able to give back.
Thank you. So today's event, a place at the table. With a twist of fate, we could either be placed at the rich table or the poor table. What has fate dealt you today?
I will be with the less fortunate table today. It's the third year in a row, but I enjoy it. I mean, it's an incredible event like no other I've been to before, and it really is very thought-provoking in terms of it's not just another ordinary black tie kind of charity dinner. It really does make you think about the difference between the different classes that we have, and there is a difference, in the way you might treat people, and it really does bring up that consciousness for you.
Thank you for sharing. And how will your team get behind Parramatta Mission even after today?
Well, we have a number of team members who are regular monthly donors to the program that we have here. We also volunteer on numerous times a year to help prepare the meals for the homeless people who come in every day. They do 200 to 300 meals a day. So we quite often, come in as a team and help get those ready for them to go out.
Thank you, Peter. Enjoy tonight, and
thank
you for your team's contribution as well to Parramatta Mission.
Thank you very much. We love being here.